The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. This book is not just another self-help guide. It is a roadmap for discovering our purpose, understanding why we are here, and living a meaningful life. The book, The Purpose-Driven Life, can transform the way we see ourselves, our relationships, and our destiny. Whether you are struggling with direction, questioning your existence, or simply looking for deeper fulfillment, these lessons from this book can offer timeless wisdom. So let's begin. Lesson 1. Your life has a purpose beyond yourself. One of the most striking messages of the purpose-driven life is that life is not about us. Society often tells us that happiness comes from success, wealth, or fame, but Rick Warren reminds us that we were created for something far greater than personal achievements. True fulfillment comes when we align our lives with God's purpose. Instead of asking, "What do I want to do with my life?" we should ask, "What does God want to do through me?" When we stop making life about ourselves and start living for a greater purpose, we find a deep and lasting joy that nothing else can provide. Lesson 2. You were created by God for a reason. Rick Warren explains that we are not here by accident. No matter how we were born, no matter what circumstances brought us into this world, God intentionally created us with a plan in mind. Psalm 139:16 says, "All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." This means that God designed each of us for a unique mission. Our gifts, talents, and even our struggles are part of His divine plan. Instead of comparing ourselves to others or feeling insignificant, we should embrace the truth that we were created with a purpose. Lesson 3. Life is a test, a trust, and a temporary assignment. One of the most eye-opening ideas in the book is that life is a test, a trust, and a temporary assignment. Life is a test. Every challenge we face is an opportunity to grow in faith, character, and trust in God. Life is a trust. Everything we have, our time, talents, money, and relationships, is a gift from God. We are stewards of these blessings, and how we use them matters. Life is a temporary assignment. This world is not our final home. We are here for a short time to fulfill our purpose before entering eternity. When we see life through this lens, we begin to focus on what truly matters. Lesson 4. You are part of God's family. God never intended for us to go through life alone. Warren emphasizes that we were created for community. The church is not just a building, it is a spiritual family where we can grow, serve, and find encouragement. Many people struggle with loneliness, but when we become part of a faith community, we experience love, accountability, and support. Being connected to God's family helps us fulfill our purpose. Lesson 5. Worship is more than just singing. Often we think of worship as just singing songs on Sundays, but Warren explains that worship is a lifestyle. True worship happens when we honor God with our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Worship is choosing to trust Him in difficult times, showing love to others, and living in obedience to His Word. Romans 12:1 tells us to offer our lives as a living sacrifice, which is our true act of worship. Lesson 6. Your character is more important than your comfort. In a world that prioritizes comfort, the purpose-driven life reminds us that God is more interested in our character development than our ease. Difficulties and hardships are not punishments but opportunities for spiritual growth. James 1:2-3 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Challenges refine us, teach us patience, and shape us into the people God created us to be." Lesson 7. You were shaped to serve others. A key lesson from the book is that our purpose is not just about us, it's about serving others. God has given each of us unique abilities, passions, and experiences to make a difference. Whether it's through our career, volunteering, or daily interactions, we are called to serve with love. Jesus Himself said in Mark chapter 10:45, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve." When we use our gifts to help others, we step into our true calling. Lesson 8. You are made for a mission. Every believer has a personal mission in life. Warren calls this the Great Commission, the call to share God's love and truth with others. Our purpose is not just to enjoy life, but to impact the lives of others for eternity. Whether through our words, actions, or simply being a light in a dark world, we are called to spread hope and truth. Ask yourself, who can I encourage today? Who can I send love and caring? Your mission might be closer than you think. Lesson 9, Living with an Eternal Perspective. One of the most transformative ideas in the book is living with eternity in mind. This life is short, but eternity is forever. When we focus too much on temporary things, money, success, possessions, we lose sight of what truly matters. Colossians 3:2 says, "Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things." When we live with an eternal perspective, our priorities change. We begin to invest in things that have lasting value, faith, relationships, and serving God. Lesson 10, It's never too late to start living your purpose. Finally, no matter where you are in life, it's never too late to start living your purpose. Maybe you've made mistakes. Maybe you feel like you've wasted time, but God can still need you. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." As long as you have breath, you have a purpose. Today is the perfect time to surrender your plans to God and ask Him to guide you, trust His plan, and live with intention. Because when you do, you will find the deep fulfillment and meaning you were created for.